Ahoy, sailors! So you booked your first Virgin cruise. Well, we're about to walk you through how to use the Virgin Voyages app. I'm Bob.
And I'm Kelly. Let's get into it.
Yes.
All right, so you've booked your Virgin Voyages cruise. If you have watched this before, you know the importance of downloading that Virgin Voyages app.
It is utmost important.
Yes, but it can be confusing because there's a lot of like moving components, things where things are hidden in the app that you're gonna wanna know before you step foot on that cruise ship.
It will help you enjoy your trip so much better, and you will get the most out of your trip if you learn how to use this app correctly.
We're gonna walk you through how to use the Virgin Voyages app and where you can find some of the most important things that you're gonna use the most on your cruise.
Right.
So, first of all, what you need to do is create an account after you have booked your cruise. If you haven't done so already, if you've booked your cruise online, you've already created an account. If you've had a travel planner do that for you, they can give you your confirmation number, you can create an account. You have to do that on the website first. Then you use that sign in for the Virgin Voyages app.
Use your username and your password to sign into the Virgin Voyagers app.
Yes.
This is a very hard thing to say a whole bunch of times
Virgin Voyages
app.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. So we're gonna walk you through the app. We have some things already on our app. Our next cruise, and we're gonna kind of just walk through with you. I'm gonna put the little screenshot right here so you guys can follow along with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so load up that app, and then what are you gonna see first?
First thing you're gonna see is you're gonna see how many days you have until your cruise.
Right.
And what cruise it is. On the home page, you're gonna find how many days you have left, where your destination is, and your itinerary. And then you're gonna have your arrival time slot if you've already started that process. That is in the...
We're gonna show you where to pick your arrival time slot later.
Yes.
But it will show you, once you picked it, it will show you on your homepage of the app what time it is in case you've forgotten.
Yes, and it will show you where your ship is, which port you're gonna be at, like ours says Miami. And then you're gonna have your little spaces where it says share and add mates, view ship spaces, and your agenda.
So what is share and add mates? Share and add mates is if you want to invite somebody to cruise with you. Say, you know, Bob and I, you know, need to share information on the cruise. What you can do is press that and you can send it in a text message, basically the link to your cruise. Say, hey, I'm going on this cruise, you wanna go with me? Basically, that's what it is.
Or you're on this cruise, I'm on this cruise. If we share our stuff this way, you can contact me on the cruise ship.
Right.
So next is before you sail, and this is where you check in. And when you hit this little jobby, it takes you to your check-in stuff.
Yes.
And it tells you upload your security photo, your travel documents, your payment method, your voyage contract.
If you're a female, it's gonna ask you if you're pregnant or not.
Yep. And then emergency contact information. And here, where it says step aboard with the little flamingo, that's where you pick your arrival time.
Yes.
And you can do that right after you book your cruise.
Yeah, so you can do all of this check-in process as soon as you want. Say if your cruise is in 222 days, you can do it today and have it be done for you later on.
Yes.
Which is super cool.
Yes. And then of course there's stuff that's in a little gray. That's because it's not available to do yet. Because I got complete your health form. That you won't do until like 2 days before your cruise.
The day before. I think it's the day before.
It's either the day, yeah, it's like 24 or 48 hours before your cruise.
Right.
Then you complete that form.
Yeah.
So, and if you've done it all, it'll say all ship shape. If it doesn't, it'll say someone needs help. Which, you know, if you have a cruise mate that hasn't done theirs yet.
Yeah, it could say someone in your cabin needs help. That just means that your sailing partner needs to complete their information.
Right,
so go back to where you pick your port arrival time.
Okay.
You're gonna do step aboard, and then you'll have a list of port arrival times, so you can choose that And then, you know, if you do it early, then you'll get an earlier port arrival time. If you wait to do this step until like a couple days before your cruise, you're gonna get a really late port arrival time.
Or if you booked it last minute, you just gotta take what's left.
Exactly.
So the earlier you do it, the better.
So port arrival time means that's what time you get to the port. It doesn't necessarily mean what time you're gonna step foot on the ship.
Right.
So they stagger the port arrival time so that the port isn't like all jam-packed all at once.
Right.
So they stagger those port arrival times, and then they're gonna have you wait in a line to get on the ship.
Right.
Whenever your group, you know,
right,
goes through.
So anyway, after that it says all ship shape, and if you need to tweak details you can, because sometimes you go, oh wait a minute, I want to change that card number or whatever. So, and then after you get that, it says ship just got real.
Yeah.
And this is where you're gonna find all of your windows for booking things.
We're still on the home page, guys.
We're still on the home page. And this is where you're gonna find what your day is for you to start booking your restaurants. Like ours for our next cruise is December 18th.
Right, so rock stars are gonna be able to book dining reservations 60 days in advance. Regular sailors are gonna be 45 days in advance, but it will tell you on the app here when your booking window opens.
Right, so if you have any question how many days that is, just look, because it gives you the date. It does give you the date. And then the short things is right under that, and it's going to tell you what date that window opens.
Right.
And ours is October 4th, 2023. And then it's going to tell you the lineup coming soon. And when all these things right now are just light gray, when they become dark or black, that's when it's time for them.
Right, that's when you can get in and look. What lineup means is the shows are going to have on board, you know, events like grog walks and things like that. That's when you can kind of go in.
And it says here that all these are going to open up on December 18th.
Cool.
So, and then you can buy your bar tab. You can do that anytime up to the day.
24 hours
24
ahead.
hours ahead before you sail. And I recommend buying the bar tab. If you drink, buy the bar tab because it's a great deal.
Even if you are not cocktail drinkers, there are some great mocktails and things on the cruise. You can use it for smoothies, things like that. Mocktails, specialty coffees. It's nice just to have the prepaid bar tab. A lot of times, most times they'll give you a $50 bonus. If you're in the Deep Blue Extras category, they'll give you a $100 bonus right now.
Which is a whole nother video.
Yeah.
So anyway, right now, and then it's just gonna show you, it gives you like kind of information on what's gonna be on board the ship. It's gonna be like a guide to the vitamin C, which is this relax, restore. And then there's gonna be what's going on in the Bahamas when you go to, if you're on a Caribbean cruise. That when you go to Bimini and the beach club at Bimini is going to tell you how to, you know, what's going on there. And wherever you're going, it's just going to have like different things.
Information according to where your ship
According
goes.
to where your ship is going to sail to.
Right.
Yes.
And then that's pretty much it.
And then you get a quick hello from Richard.
Hello, Richard.
Hi, Richard. Where he talks about how, you know, awesome he is, which we all know Richard's awesome. So anyway, that's the homepage. So let's move on to Discover.
Okay, so moving on from the homepage, the next one over on the bottom here, we're following along on the bottom. This is Discover. So it says event lineup, ship spaces, shore things, guides, add-ons. So event lineup, that's gonna be like we were talking about before. That's gonna be the shows and things like that. Yeah. Ship spaces, that's gonna tell you...
It's gonna tell you about restaurants.
Eateries, bars and clubs, live venues, where the fitness classes are, where the hangouts are, where the spa is, shops, different services, and they have a special thing for rock stars if you're a rock star, like where Richard's Rooftop is and things like that. Shore things are the excursions.
Right.
So we don't have anything opened up for shore excursions on our next cruise right now, but it'll go through day by day. It'll show you what's available. You can book your shore excursions through the app. In which port. The next thing down you're gonna see is guides. This is just guides like classes, shopping, with the stage shows.
Yes.
You know, things like that you can kind of explore on your own. And then add-ons. Add-ons means anything extra you want to add on, like a Splash of Romance package, Splash for Your Bash package, which is kind of like Splash of Romance, but
it's a party.
It's more of a party, like for your friends.
Yeah.
This is where you can pay for your bar tab. And you'll see on our thing, Splash of Romance package is already, the booking window is already closed for our next cruise, which is this coming February. This is October of 2023.
Splash of Romance fills up pretty quick.
I think there's only like
and very
75
limited amount,
spots
yeah,
or something like that. So if you're thinking about doing Splash of Romance, get it done early because those things do fill up fast. But that's add-ons, that's where you're gonna purchase all of those things through the app. So next thing is services.
Services basically is just you use it on the ship. You don't use it when you're not on the ship because it's like room service, which they call Ship Eats. That's when you order delivery, you do it through this app. You can go to cabin services and you can ask them to make up your cabin. You can ask for ice. You can ask for all this other kind of things.
Extra towels or
extra towels, whatever you need, you go through cabin services, and help and support will connect you with sailor services.
Right, pretty easy peasy.
Yeah, take advantage of sailor services if you don't know anything or you're having problems with the app. Sailor services is the one you're gonna have.
Yeah, we have heard of a lot of people having glitches with their app. We've never had problems using our app before on 2 cruises.
No.
Some people say the app is terrible and they have glitches. If you have issues with your app while you're on the ship, just go to Sailor Services and they will get you all sorted.
Or if you're Rockstar, ask your Rockstar agent. They know how to do this. They will help you. Because like we said, we've never had a problem with it.
We haven't. I guess we're just lucky that way. If you go to the next one, the next tab over is notifications. So notifications is gonna be if you get messages from either your Rockstar agent, anything like that. Sometimes they'll send you little notes. Tell us how we're doing. How was, or there's like a hop on, hop off Miami tour. So you'll get little messages. Debarkation is going to be information on there where you store your luggage, things like that. Miami Customs and Border Protection.
Yeah, they give you all the directions on what to do when you get into port, when you leave port. All this kind of stuff is going to be found in Messenger.
Right. So you'll see if you have a message from someone, this little messenger thing, they'll have a blue dot next to it.
Yes.
If you've got a brand new message that you haven't read yet, it'll have a blue dot next to it. So you need to open that bad boy up and check it out.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the next tab over, and this is kind of important because this is you. This is me. This is where it shows you all the stuff that you have booked, everything that's going to happen on the certain day. And then there's a love list. So if you wanted to find entertainment that you want to book, but you can't book it till you're on the cruise ship, you can add it to your love list.
There's a little heart that you just press, it'll light up red.
And then you add it to your love list, and then when you get on the ship's Wi-Fi where you can book it, because you can do that when you're in the terminal.
This is in Miami.
In Miami.
Yeah, we don't know about
I don't know about the other places, but in Miami, you can do it when you're in the terminal.
Right.
And then you can start booking the stuff that you can only book when you're on the ship.
Right.
And then there's also a thing called add-ons, and this is where you're gonna find all your extras, like your deep blue extras, your sailor loot, your bar tab. It's all gonna be on the add-ons.
Right.
So if you buy one, you're gonna see it here.
Yes.
And if you got sailor loot, you're gonna see it here. So that's that tab, but up here in the top where it says settings, let's say you have 2 cruises booked, but only one shows up. You hit that little tab, settings, and it gives you all these little choices, notifications, emergency contacts, sailing documents. You can check everything on your app in this little settings area.
You gotta scroll all the way
down to the bottom. There it says switch voyage. You hit that little puppy, and then you pick which one you want. So there's 2. There's 1. There's 2. Pick that one. Bam.
And then you can start doing stuff for your next cruise.
Yeah, and it's gonna give you a home page for the whole next cruise, and it's gonna tell you booking windows for that. It's gonna let you check in, do all your stuff. So that's how you navigate between the 2 cruises and the 2 sailings.
So also in Me, you'll see a little tab that says My Wallet. That's where you're gonna check like the balance of your bar tab, charges, extra things like that.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen until you're on the ship.
Right, that won't show up until you're on the ship.
And when you make purchases, when you start making purchases, it's all going to show up in your wallet.
Right,
this way, you can check to make sure it's all legit and everything.
So you can see, oh, my cabin mate was at Sip Lounge and they bought a brown to martini.
All right, who the heck did shake for champagne?
Right, because it'll say Bob's,
yes,
bracelet was scanned or Kelly's bracelet was scanned.
Exactly.
So you can kind of keep track of your purchases that way.
Yeah.
Super easy.
It's super easy.
You don't want to get off the ship and be like,
and you don't want to look at it, you want to know before you get off the ship before they charge your card.
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. So that's where you can find.
That's where you
and
find your
keep
wallet.
track of all of that stuff.
It's all under me.
Under me.
And that's going to tell you your cabin room number 2.
Right, in case you forget.
Yes.
So the only thing that we have found, the only thing you can't do is pay installments on your cruise.
I've never seen
Through
where
the
you
app.
could pay anything
If you can-
except by the bar tab.
Yeah.
Or the Splash of Romance.
Splash for your bash.
Yes, that's all I've
If you can,
seen.
let us know. I think you have to make your payments through the actual website.
Yes.
So if you paid your deposit on your cruise and you want to pay $50 a month or whatever,
Right.
you have to go log into your account on the actual Virgin Voyages website.
And that's where you're going to find out where your last payment's due to.
Exactly.
What day, because you need to
Yeah.
keep track of that too.
Yeah, yeah. So after you kind of get that account established online on the website, you're gonna need to have this app for pretty much everything else. You're gonna need it when you check in for your cruise. You're gonna need it to book your dining. You're gonna need to book,
Book your events,
for events,
or
shows.
look and see what you want, what events
Classes,
are available. Do your
stuff like
love
that.
list and do and
Yeah.
all that stuff's going to be booked on the ship.
Right.
But through your app.
Through your app.
Yes.
Exactly. And like we said, if you have any trouble with your app while you're on the ship, go directly to Sailor Services. They'll get you all sorted out.
Yes, they will. But I think the most important thing is booking windows. Just always check the booking windows.
Pay attention to your booking windows.
Because it's when those restaurants open up, you want to book as soon as you can.
They're gonna go fast.
They
you
do go
guys.
fast. You
Yeah.
may get the restaurant, but you may not get a time you like.
Doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to eat there.
Right.
If it books up, when you want it to go, just go to Sailor Services when you get on the ship, or the dining reservation room, whatever
Yes.
it is on the boat. They'll get you sorted out because a lot
Right.
more, spots do open up once you guys get on the ship.
Right. But it
Okay?
just makes it easier if it's done in advance.
Yeah. Then you won't stress
Then you don't
about
have to
it.
stress about it.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay.
All right, I think that's about
I
it.
think that is about it. If you guys have any questions for us that we can answer, we don't know everything.
No, and this is just our experience,
Yeah,
so
just trying to help you guys out
Right.
to navigate the app a little bit better. It is a little bit confusing, but if you have any questions, just let us know. We will try to answer as best as we can.
yes.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. If you found this information helpful, give us a thumbs up and ding the notification bell so that you know when we post. And we will see you next time.
Okay.
Okay, love you,
Love
bye.
you, bye.